It is the Speed Racing Network ThermoPro Series, round 6 of 18 here from the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway, and I am Emerson Arden in the virtual booth this evening. I'm excited to be bringing you live coverage from virtual Bristol, Tennessee. Last time out, we had a lean, clean green flag run out in Las Vegas that saw Edward Shearer win on his Speed Racing Network return, and tonight we'll be ripping and roaring around Thunder Valley and the last great Coliseum for 180 laps. Want to shout out all you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. It's going to be a fun one here. Last night, of course, we had the Glitch Truck Series do battle out in Southern California. We have made the cross-country trip here to the Blue Ridge Mountains and Bristol, Tennessee. And again, the world's fastest half mile, the last great Coliseum, Thunder Valley. It's Bristol, baby. There's so many nicknames and mottos for this place because, quite frankly, it deserves it. It's akin, most of the time, to flying fighter jets inside of a gymnasium. It is so crazy hectic when you get out here into the high banks of this concrete speed palace that is Bristol. You're going to be reaching speeds of 140 miles an hour as you soar it into these high banked corners, barely hanging on for dear life as you're trying to keep the brake pedal from bumping back up to you and holding on to these high horsepowered vehicles. 650 horsepower for these ThermoPro Series vehicles, and on the concrete it's going to be a blast to see how these drivers tackle it tonight. Qualifying is underway and actually nearing its conclusion. We have 20 drivers entered in tonight's race, and it's time to get down to it. And as the field gets ready to do action here, this is round number 6 of 18 on the ThermoPro calendar. We are now about the halfway point in our regular season. As the regular season is 13 races, then we have the playoffs after that. But it's time to get down to our starting lineup. How about it? Row number 1, it is Vincent Cortez making his return to Speed Racing Network competition. Running to number 20 tonight for Tank Racing, that's Jacob Zolla to the outside for Bird Dog Racing. Row 2, it'll be Edward Shearer and Joshua Valiette. Row 3, Logan Truitt and Seth Berger. Finding our way back to row 4, it's Bob Nestor and Zachary Hines. Row number 5, it'll be Jonathan Byer and Ben Park. Row 6, it'll be Curtis McLean and Spencer Brown. Row number 7, it'll be Carl Burke and Dylan Godinez. Row number 8 finds Troy Techmeyer and Landon Cardullo. 17th, we'll see Jackson Wade. 18th, then James Jackson. And on the final row of the grid, Connor Cunningham and Daniel Park. That is how our 20 driver grid will roll off here again at the last great Coliseum, the world's fastest half mile, Thunder Valley, and so much more. You can see them nearly all gridded up there on the pit lane. Tonight, it is a 2 pit lane track, but they will utilize the entire length of the pit lane. They will enter on the turn 2 end. They will exit on the turn 1 end. They will crawl all the way around at 35 miles an hour. As we circle right now the Bristol Motor Speedway, we see the Colossus TV there suspended up above the racing track, and the drivers are up on their formation laps as we get to it. So last week, it was Edward Shearer's first race back in Speed Racing Network competition, and he got the job done dominating at Las Vegas. Tonight, it is Vincent Cortez returning, yet another tank racer returning to Speed Racing Network competition, and tonight he will be on the pole position for tonight's race. So how about it? These drivers get ready for it tonight. One more formation lap around this half-mile concrete high banks, high-speed oval, and it's going to be a fun one tonight. I want to give a shout out to all of our partners here at Speed Racing Network. A huge shout out to Glitch, of course, for hosting our Tuesday night series. Make sure you use SRN 10 for 10% off of your Glitch purchases. Of course, ThermoPro for hosting our Wednesday series. Make sure you use ThermoPro Team for 15% off of your ThermoPro purchases. And Admin Box, of course, our starting grid presentation presented by Admin Box. Make sure you use code SRN-box, that's BOXX, for 10% off of your Admin Box purchases. And so, as the iRacing.com safety vehicle makes that hard left-hand turn off the high banks of Bristol into the safety pit lane, the field is in the hands of Vincent Cortez and racing to is here from Bristol. Oh, we got a car around and Jacob Zala down on the flat of the racetrack, and we got another car around. Looks like the 71 goes around and a caution comes out. 71 to Spencer Brown in trouble early here at Bristol. And we are gonna go back and figure out what just happened there. Early chaos here from Bristol. And in all reality, we might just be better off going to the initial start of the race. We're gonna go back to it here. And so we'll go back to the green flag and you'll see, we'll go up above. And we'll find Jacob Zala, the first driver, in trouble here. He fell back to third. Already have to find a slot in behind Edward Shear. Now looks back down to the inside. And then just runs into the quarter panel of the 17. He slides there. And then the rest of it is here. The 71 gets ran over by the 25. It's polished off by the 66 there. The 66 of Godinez finishes off the 71 of Spencer Brown. The 25 of Curtis McLean. We get one more view of it here. And it was Jacob Zala, the one that went around first, that caught our eyes. We'll see here in the 85 machine. Pretty rough start for him. Already loses the spot to Shearer down on the inside. He has to follow his way down in line. And just pretty aggressive there on the entry. And he just goes around, but as he falls off the flat of the racetrack, it's up here. 71 and the 25, they both can't figure it out, and they get together there out of turn 4. And so it's a 3-vehicle incident to kick things off here from Bristol. And back to it. There is the 71 and how he's doing after the accident. The 25 is on the pit lane. 85, there he is. Not much damage. And we're back up front to Vincent Cortez. And so Vinny leading here from Bristol. He's got Edward Shear, Joshua Balliet, and Seth Berger. It is a tank 1, 2, 3, 4. From behind then is Zachary Hines, Logan Truitt, Jonathan Byer, Ben Park, Bob Nestor, Carl Burke, Troy Techmeyer, Landon Cardullo, Jackson Wade, Jacob Zala, James Jackson, Spencer Brown, Connor Cunningham, Dan Park, Dylan Godinez, and Curtis McLean. The 20 drivers doing battle tonight. And so a shout out to Lucky Ducks as they also support Ed in his endeavors here. They're out in the chat, shouting them out. And here we go. We're getting ready for the restart today as the iRacing.com safety vehicle is going to make that hard left-hand turn into the safety of pit lane. Still out is Curtis McLean, but still leading is Vinny Cortez. Green flag back in the air from Bristol. One lap complete there. That time goes to Jonathan Byer, the first green flag lap done here from Bristol. And you see the field still working their way out, still sorting things out here. As Vinny has the stranglehold out in front. Berger under attack from Zachary Hines. Hines trying to make something happen on that high side. How about that Ford machine? Big run there from the 4. Using all that speed up top, and Berger will lose that spot to Hines, so move car 4 to P4 for Zachary Hines. As Hines will next size up Joshua Balliet in the 07. Big runs early here from Hines. Gonna send it to the outside. And we'll be sure to keep tabs on him. More tight racing back here. Byer and Truitt going at it. And then Zala in a little bit of a battle right here, trying to get to the inside of Ben Park. Very, very tight. Back here is the only double wide racing The highest double wide racing up front is right here. Zala and Ben Park. Park falls back now to the clutches of Techmeyer. Zala, very aggressive to get down to the inside of JB. Jonathan not letting it happen there, and Zala's gonna have to really be aggressive. Another lunge here into turns 3 and 4. Zala on the aggressive early. He is not okay with losing those spots early. We'll see now if he's able to maintain the track position he continues to gain by working forward, but muscling up here early is the 85. Up front, Shearer and Balliet, they battle it out for second. It's Cortez with a 0.3 of a second advantage over a couple of his Tank Racing teammates. Tight here. Like Godinez, a couple of drivers involved in that first caution. Spencer Brown, Godinez, they worked their way past Carl Burke. Curtis McLean has yet to return to the racetrack. Actually, he has now. So Curtis McLean at 25 is out there. All 20 vehicles still running. Battle here. Techmeyer under attack from Cardulo. Cardulo had a great run last week. Won stage 1 at Las Vegas, and unfortunately did make a little contact with Seth Berger. And a lot of switching here is Zala and Truitt switch spots here. Techmeyer and Bayer, they pull from Cardulo. A lot of JBR affiliation going on here just outside the top 5. Actually, everyone from 6th through 13 for JBR affiliates as Cardulo catches the wall there out of turn 4. Able to keep that thing going straight. And we do have the stage break looming large for these drivers. Lap number 45 will be the predetermined caution lap for the conclusion of stage 1. And at the end of lap 45, the top 10 runners at the end of lap 45 will receive bonus points to their season totals. Back up front again, the tightest battle up the running order is Balliet and Shearer, the teammates, but they are not really in tough battle here. There, you know, Balliet understands that it's more efficient for him to sit behind Shearer for now, especially with a stage break coming. We are now halfway through stage 1. Battle back here. This is Burke and Brown. Flip them. That is how they are running right now for 15th. Burke trying to find a way down to the inside of the 71 machine, but to no avail. Getting tight once again in the JBR conglomerate. Back here, this is Techmeyer still fending off Cardulo, with Bayer sat there in 10th. Cardulo, good run to the inside of the 32. A dive down to the inside of turns 1 and 2 for Cardulo. And the caution comes out. Carl Burke has crashed and has already loaded back to the pit lane. And so the caution comes out once again here from Bristol. We'll see what happened to the 25 of Carl Burke, who was in heavy duty battle here with the 71. All over the rear end there, and runs over the 71 in the center corner, spins and eats the pit attenuator barrels. And that'll do it for the 53 of Carl Burke. Not a good early showing for the 53 machine here. We'll get one more look at it. Look up above. Again, a big run here for Burke. He just, I don't know what happens, but huge speed advantage to the 53 over the 71, the center corner. And Burke, no choice but to run into the back of the 71, and then takes the pit attenuator out to lunch. And makes a quick move to tow back to the pit lane. And so back to the racing action, or the live action that is. Drivers on the pit lane, Ben Park, Connor Cunningham electing to take service here. The only two drivers I see taking pit service at this time looks like Godinez and Daniel Park. They took service on lap 4. So Ben Park down and away. Connor wins the race off pit road. The backup car didn't have the budget for a primary car. How about that? Good jokes there, Connor. Good guy there, always able to crack a laugh with. That's funny there. Brings out the all gray car. It's a backup car. Look, awesome for Connor to join us in the running here at Bristol as we work our second caution period of the evening. Oh, something amiss back here. A little confusion back here. Looks like James Jackson going to complete stop. Something amiss with Seth Berger as well. But drivers moving from their starting positions. Edward Shearer and Joshua Balliet up 1. Zachary Hines up 4. Seth Berger up 1. And all of that mostly a result of Jacob Zala being down 4. Logan Truitt down 2. Big movers here, and Techmeyer and Cardullo both up 7. Byer down 1. Nestor down 4. Godinez up 2 and Daniel Park up 7. With Spencer Brown -2. Jackson Wade and James Jackson +2 apiece. Connor Cunningham up 2. Ben Park with the pit stop down 8. Drivers having a rough day. Carl Burke and Curtis McLean, they have both called it an early night. So 18 vehicles remain here at Bristol. And getting ready to get back to it, it's Vincent Cortez, Edward Shearer, Joshua Balliet, Zachary Hines, Seth Berger, Jacob Zala, Logan Truitt, Troy Techmeyer, Landon Cardullo, and Jonathan Byer as the iRacing.com safety vehicle finds its safety down the pit lane. The field is roaring back to life in Thunder Valley. Great stuff here, as looks like Berger finds his way back up to 4th. Hines now under a little bit of pressure here, loses a spot to Berger, loses a spot to Zala, now under attack from Logan Truitt. Zachary Hines is going backwards here on the restart. The stage still looming large at lap number 45. Move there for Cardullo as Hines holds on right now over Truitt. Cardullo and Techmeyer doing heavy battle here around the high banks, and now Truitt to the outside of Zachary Hines. Contact down on the back straightaway. Good job from both of them to avoid anything large happening there, but Truitt works to the outside and around the floor of Zachary Hines. Hines falls back to 7th, and it's now Techmeyer and Cardullo all over the rear end of the 4 machine. Here comes Byer as well. And don't look too soon, Daniel Park joining the fray. Dylan Godinez as well. About 10 laps left here in stage number 1. Hines way up high, Cardullo way down low, side by side across the stripe. It'll be 10 to go here in stage 1. Cardullo trying to wrap that bottom. And double wide across the stripe still. Cardullo gets the advantage at the stripe. Hines not giving up yet. Techmeyer, Godinez, they have slightly figured it out behind Daniel Park, still working hard on the inside. That is a battle for the last point inside that top 10 there. Godinez and Park, that is a heavy battle. And now battling for second as Balliet and Shearer get to work here. 7 laps to go in stage 1. And Balliet can sniff another point off Shearer. The swapping there between Daniel Park and Jonathan Byer. We'll keep our eyes on this battle for second right now. Actually, well, we will switch back as Hines gets passed by Godinez, nearly 3 wide behind, as Byer, Techmeyer, and Park nearly all get together here. Big run here as Byer holds that last spot. Very, very good defending here from Jonathan Byer and Zachary Hines. Can they hold on 5 more times? Park down onto the flat of the racetrack now, definitively to the inside of the 13 machine. A lunge there into turns 3 and 4. Byer still trying to find a way past Hines. 4 laps to go in the stage. No one budging. Hines and Park now go at it for 9th. Beyer finds himself outside of stage points. Now Beyer drops down to the inside and Park is clear up into 9. Beyer now trying to take 10. Hines gets the wall. Beyer not clear yet. 2 laps to go in stage number 1, this time by the stripe. As Beyer clears up into 10s, the battle here. Berger and Valiet do battle for 3rd. They're coming around to 1 lap left in stage 1. Cortez leads the battle for 3rd. It's hot and heavy. Valiet holding station up high. Berger trying to make something happen down low. Nothing comes of it. What does come of it is Vincent Cortez wins stage 1 here at Bristol. Valiet gets 3rd over Berger. And the caution comes out. Berger, I think, gets the spot at the moment of caution, but that'll do it. Looks like it is Cortez, Shearer, Valiet, Berger, Zala, Truitt, Cardulo, Godinez, Dan Park, and Jonathan Beyer of the top 10 here for the stage. Looks like Berger gets the spot at the moment of caution, though. What a fun opening stage here from Thunder Valley and Bristol Motor Speedway. And as the field gathers and queues up behind the safety vehicle, the pit lane is open to the field, and we shall see. Looks like Cortez will lead them down. And the whole field comes on in, all 18. So everyone will be looking to get service here. Very busy pit lane. And we now will await the pit exit. As Cortez and Daniel Park will win the race off pit road. Just a splash. Cortez second. Like Shearer gets Berger, Van Valiet, Zala, Truitt, Cardulo, Godinez, and Jonathan Beyer. The top 10. And so we're going to go ahead and bring on up driver of the number 20 for the stage victory here, Vincent Cortez. It only took 45 laps, and stage 1 winner on your return back to Speed Racing Network competition. How about it, brother? All right, well, looks like this caution period is actually wrapping up pretty quickly here. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you a little bit more, Vinny, but congratulations on the stage victory. And that was driver of the number 20, Vincent Cortez, our stage winner. He's got former teammate Daniel Park leading the field to the green as the iRacing.com safety vehicle finds its safety down the pit lane. Racing resumes from Bristol. Cortez and Valiet, they make quick work of Daniel Park as we got cars sliding. Beyer down on the flat. Beyer trying to hang on to what he's got, and the action is ramping up back here. Oh, it hard into the wall. Godinez into 66. As we start to get single file, a little bit of battle here. This is Nestor and Techmeyer doing it out. This is for the top 10. Sideways is Techmeyer across the stripe in that lime green glitch machine. And Techmeyer, despite getting sideways half a lap to go, powers by the 36. Now Cunningham and Dan Park duel it out there for the 8th position. Cunningham gets up to 8th. Now Techmeyer makes easy work of the 7th machine. He goes up to 9th. Daniel Park quickly down the running order. We got Mayhem in the back. The 36 of Bob Nestor in trouble. A lot of left side damage, way off the pace. We stay green. Looks like a good bit of front end damage there for the 4 of Zachary Hines. That front end is destroyed. Now Bayer contact and just slides right in front of Jackson Wade. Big time moment there, and battling here between the 35 and the 30. This is Truitt and Cardulo going at it. They're all nose to tail. They're lined up behind Godinez. So as we work lap 59 of 180 here, Cortez under heavy pressure from teammate Joshua Balliet. We ride on board. Crash! Connor Cunningham in trouble. The caution comes out. The 87 of Connor Cunningham, the backup car. Hopefully they brought a backup as well. Actually, looks like the car is okay for now. I'm gonna go back and grab a replay and see what happened to the 87 machine of Connor Cunningham. So here, all by his lonesome. At 87 enters turn 1 just a little sideways and loops it down on the bottom side of the racetrack, slides back up onto the racing surface, and the caution comes out. A miss for Logan Truitt under V caution, so we'll see what happened to Logan Truitt here under caution. So maybe just a little confusion up ahead. Truitt had to slow down, way down here. Looks like just a little confusion. So we'll go back to the restart then, where Jonathan Bayer found himself in trouble early, and we'll look at it here. This is Bayer in the 13 machine, that maroon red number 13 on the top side of your screen now. Big moment here out of turn 2. Apologies, looks like it's next lap actually for the 13, so we'll see the replay for Bayer. So this time, just sideways into the corner. Looks like the track is cooling off as the track falls under the floodlights here at Bristol. And then big moments here for Hines as well. Hines and Bob Nestor in massive trouble behind as Hines slams the wall behind. Here's Nestor. Nothing coming of it yet. Hines still clean. And right here, nearly the contact there. And so looks like it should be this upcoming lap. So now Nestor enters the corner and he just gets sideways. And then there's a contact for Zachary Hines. We're going to get back to the live action here, as I imagine we are pretty close to the restart. And we are. As the iRacing.com safety vehicle finds its safety down in the pit lane. The field is back in the hands of Vincent Cortez as racing resumes from Bristol. The field very busy as everyone jostles for position. They try to figure out what their tire grip is. Looks like some trouble back there for the 71 of Spencer Brown, and we stay green. As Cortez continues to lead here at Bristol, Balliet, hot in pursuit, Berger and Zala 3rd and 4th, and Troy Techmeyer to round out the top 5. Edward Shearer finds himself back here a little bit. Edward Shearer into 17. Has to work his way back forward. Battles here. Jackson Wade and Connor Cunningham. Cunningham just brought out the caution. He's back to it under heavy attack. Here is the 69 of Wade by Connor Cunningham. Side by side, down the back straightaway. So this battle continues on around here. Jackson Wade holds station for now. Daniel Park to the outside now. He wants to make his statement, and so Daniel Park gets around Connor Cunningham. And we'll cut back up front. The battle for second getting a little juicy as well. Yo 7 of Balliet under pressure from Berger. Really, it's Berger under a pressure from Zola. As the top three are teammates, Zola trying to impede upon this Tank Racing train out in front. And the caution comes out. Jonathan Byer in trouble. Our 5th caution period of the evening. Let's go back and see what happened to the boss man. Jonathan Byer, again, in trouble here in Bristol. And that 13 machine right behind Edward Shearer enters the corner. Tries to avoid the 17 of Shearer and stabs the brake on entry. Slides off of turn 2. Luckily, no one hits the 13. So that's what happened to the boss man. We're going to take a step aside real quick and hear from our partners here at Speed Racing Network. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome, race fans, back to the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway. We're getting ready to get back to the racing action here. We'll head down to it. There is the pacing field. It's still Vincent Cortez, still leading here in Thunder Valley. He's got teammates Balliet and Berger hot in pursuit. And so, the iRacing.com safety vehicle makes that hard left-hand turn into the safety of pit lane. The field in the hands of Vincent Cortez. Racing resumes once again. Zola up to third. Berger under heavy pressure now from Truitt, and Cortez way up high. Balliet sniffing the lead. Everyone under a blanket up here amongst the top 10. Battle here. Berger under heavy pressure. Last week, Berger and Cardulo, they got together, and Berger got the worst end of it this time. Cardulo gets around and gets the spot up to fourth. It is the 30 machine. Now Berger really in trouble here. Has Truitt out in front, Techmeyer behind, and battles here as Zola under a pressure from Cardulo. Big time battling here as Cardulo goes way up high. Cardulo's gotten the spot by Zala, and now Balliet goes into defense mode. Now Balliet down to the inside as Cortez holds the top side. We're right on board with Cortez and see everyone trying to attack from behind. So there's Cortez, and here is all of his competition. Balliet, Cardulo, Zala, Berger. How about Zala? The dive down to the inside nearly washes up into his teammate of Cardulo. They sort it out. And so Cardulo holds that third spot for now. Seth Berger now has to look to regroup there in fifth. Edward Shearer, here he is in that 17 machine, still trying to work his way forward. Just shows you how difficult it is to regain track position. Battles continue on back here. This is Wade losing the spot out there to Nestor. Here's Techmeyer and Shearer back at it again. Techmeyer clears back by Shearer for 7. Shearer fights back on the inside, but Techmeyer doing a great job up there. Cardulo and Zala still battling for third. Cortez and Balliet, they have settled it for the time being. And so still nose to tail here. On board of Cardulo. Big run there for Zala. Very disciplined, these two. We've seen a lot of people get into trouble here, taking those alternate lines. Cardulo, Zala keeping these cars tame. Next time by will be halfway done here from the last great Coliseum. Daniel Park and Dylan Godinez. That battle sprouts for 9th. Techmeyer involved as well. Halfway through it here from Bristol, it has all been Vincent Cortez in that 20 machine. Looking pretty speedy. We continue to see Cardulo and Zala try to figure out who will be that last car on the podium. They're doing a great job of holding station up on that high side. Zala putting on great attack though. More jostling for position going on behind. We won't switch to it just yet as we're still very much deep in this battle. Zala nearly into the quarter panel of the 30 machine. The Cardulo again with the great defense here. Just keeping that car middle high side of the racetrack. Zala, the only way he's going to be able to get around Landon is if he bombs it into a corner, uses up all his stuff, maybe gets a slider done, but it's really hard to get to that point of the corner because you can carry just so much speed on the high banks here, Bristol. We're going to work to that lap 100 point. This battle continues on between Cardulo and Zala. Don't look too soon as Berger is looking to get involved in this battle as well. He's bringing Truett. This battle now going on 2.5 seconds back of Vincent Cortez. A near contact there between Cardulo and Zala. Zala now has to go into a little bit of defense mode to fend off Seth Berger. Here comes Truett as well. Up above here, Zala's got the nose ahead. Cardulo fights hard on the outside. There's Berger, and here comes Truett. Zala finally making some ground there on the 30. 4 cars, maybe count it 5 under a blanket. Cardulo trying to hang on to that advantage up high. Zala a little sideways on entry. Cardulo gets the wall there. 3 wide now, and Zala clears to third. Cardulo's trying to get back to the outside. Cardulo gets the wall. Berger trying to clear the 30 machine. And Berger is cleared up to 4th now. Cardulo under pressure from Shearer. And now Zala feeling the pressure from Berger. Berger's got a good run at it. Trying to work up the inside. Zala holding station there, but this is all 4.5 seconds back of Vincent Cortez. So Zala right now holds that 3rd spot. Berger trying to make something happen. Shearer did get clear of Cardulo. Truitt is falling back even behind Truitt. Yeah, Cardulo's gone behind Truitt. So Truitt up to 6th. Battling here, Godinez, the Park brothers, Cunningham all under a blanket. Dan in the 7, Ben in the 23, and Connor Cunningham in the 87. As Dan, Park, and Godinez duel it out here. Berger and Zala, they got side by side, back to it. Near contact, sideways is the 77. Zala catches the wall as well. Not done yet. This is now 5 seconds behind race leader Vincent Cortez. Zala continuing to play defense here on Berger. Berger having to regather himself if he's going to continue to apply these attacks. And now lap traffic is going to play a factor as well. We'll see how lap traffic influences the battle for the 3rd position. Zachary Hines into 4. Down to the bottom side. Shearer nearly runs him over down on the inside. So there goes Berger way off the track there as Techmeyer heading into the pit lane. And Brown gets off the track. Everyone, all these lappers playing nice. Zala way up there. Berger trying to wrap the inside. Cunningham and Godinez, they battle it out behind. That is for the 8th position. Take a peek back at it. Cardulo trying to hang on to what's left of this battle. Jump up front now. Shearer jumps in on Berger. How about 3 wide for 3rd? Contact, Shearer and Berger go around. And the caution comes out. An aggressive move there from Ed. Him and his teammate go around, and we'll see just exactly what happened. We'll go diagnose it a little bit more. We'll go see exactly what happened. We'll take a look up above. It'll make a clearer view of this incident. But the initial thought was Ed had a good run. They took it 3 wide, and Zala comes down. Zala comes down pretty far off the wall. There's still room down on the inside, but Zala comes almost a full lane off the wall. Take another look at it. Let's see this one maybe from on board of Logan Truitt. We'll see here. So Shearer gets a good run. They go 3 wide, and Truitt's way up high, and the Shearer and Zala were trying to go for the same spot on the racetrack, and that's just never gonna work. Take one more look at this incident. So Ed, again, a good run. And just slight contact. That's all it takes. Luckily, no damage for Seth. Very slight damage for Ed. It should be okay. But that was very, very hard racing. Unfortunately, 2 teammates, Shearer and Berger, get together. So here we are working our 6th caution period of the day. We're going to have a couple waiver rounds here. We have the 71 of Spencer Brown trying to get back onto the lead lap. Techmeyer trying to make a couple laps back here. Bayer, I believe, is the free pass. Jonathan Bayer down and away. Out in front, it's still been Vincent Cortez. Balliet has gone up there to challenge, but nothing has come of it yet. Now we've had a long green flag run. I want to see if Balliet attacks this a different way. Lights out in a safety vehicle. See here is Berger and Ed both lost a lap in that exchange. So now it'll be intriguing to see how and if Berger and Shearer get back onto the lead lap. Their other 2 teammates of Cortez and Balliet lead the field to green as the iRacing.com safety vehicle finds its safety down to pit lane. Racing resumes for Bristol. 60 laps to settle it. Sideways, the 85 of Jacob Zala goes into the inside wall, and the caution comes out. You saw most of it live, but we'll catch it here. Sideways on cold tires on the bottom side of the racetrack, and gets the worst of it. He gets Berger back onto the lead lap with that as well. So, don't you go anywhere. We're going to hear a quick message from our partners back here at Speed Racing Network. Racing action resumes here from Thunder Valley. Welcome, race fans, back to the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway. We're getting ready to go racing once again here from Bristol, and the lights are back on the safety vehicles, so we're not going to miss anything. But there's your field getting ready to get back to it. And how about it? It is Vincent Cortez still leading this thing. Joshua Balliet then second. Landon Cardulo in third. It is Dylan Godinez in fourth. Connor Cunningham fifth. Ben Park in sixth. James Jackson seventh. Daniel Park in eighth. Jackson Wade ninth. And Logan Truitt the top 10. Beyer, Zala, Nestor, Brown, Berger the top 15 and lead lap. Shearer, Hines, and Techmeyer still running. Burke and McLean have called it an early night. We'll get back to it as the iRacing.com safety vehicle will make that hard left-hand turn into the safety of pit lane. The field in the hands of Vincent Cortez. Racing resumes from Bristol. Battling here, Balliet under heavy pressure from Godinez has to fend off the 66. Cortez continues to lead here from Bristol. The intensity starting to ramp up. Cardulo holding his spot up inside the top 5 as Cunningham works his way backwards. All this goes on behind Vincent Cortez. Battle here, Zala and Cunningham. Car in the wall hard, a 71 of Spencer Brown, and he catches it. Back to it here, Jackson Wade under heavy pressure from Jonathan Beyer. This is for 11th. And battle for the lead as Balliet hounds the rear end of the 20. 49 laps to go. Fastest lap of the race goes to Jacob Zala. 14.79. Now Balliet under pressure here to stay ahead of Dylan Godinez. A big lunge here for Balliet. Closes up on Cortez, and Balliet kind of swinging between the two of them here with the advantage or the deficit. Advantage over Godinez or the deficit to Cortez grows and lessens over the course of the lap. This is a different style of driving this track from Balliet. That's kind of evident as the ebb and flow of the race continues. Cardulo hounding the rear end of the 66 of Godinez. No straight up battle. The closest battle is this between Godinez and Cardulo. We'll go up above. Looks like Bob Nestor is in trouble. Is that a hit? Oh my goodness. When did Bob Nestor get all that damage? Big time hit there for the 36. You can see if we can quickly go back and see what happened to Bob Nestor. Nestor here in the 17, the 36, my apologies. We'll see if we get it this time here for the 36. A big hit here for Bob. Looks like we're not able to get it there. Should be this time then. Sideways out of the corner and big whammo there for the 36 of Bob Nestor. We'll get back to the racing action then. As Cortez continues to lead over Balliet, they've built a lead over Godinez now. 40 laps to go here from Bristol. You missed a swap between Cunningham and Daniel Park. That's really all we missed in the replay. Still tight here between Godinez and Cardulo. They've got Ben Park and Jacob Zala closing the gap from behind. So we continue to lap around the Bristol Motor Speedway, 37 laps to go. Again, the closest real battle on track here is for third. Valiant and Cortez are close, but nothing coming of it just yet. You know, these are teammates here for that third position. Cardulo is just really hounding the rear end of that pink glitch machine. Ben Park, Logan Truitt, Jacob Zala behind, also looking to make something happen. As these four start to get a little more spread out. Is there anything Valiant has for Vincent Cortez? Vinny's just kind of keeping his car in the middle of the racetrack. Any advantage for Valiant, kind of just sitting here and watching the 20 as laps continue to tick down here. Between the top two, nothing changing just yet, just kind of studying the lines, seeing who's gonna crack first. Still tight here between affiliates and teammates here. Godinez, Park, and Cardulo. I'm sorry, Godinez, Cardulo, Park in that order. Zala as well, 30 laps to go. And Cortez starting to leg the gap on Valiant. Is there anything left for V07 to reel back in with? You saw how hard he was driving on the in-car. You see here, Zala after going for the spin, trying to recover here, and Ben Park now closes the gap to Cardulo. Fire and James Jackson, they do battle here. This between the 29 and the 13, and one of the longer green flag runs of the day. I don't know, green flag pit stops coming at it, but Shearer trying to get a caution, and oh no! He gets into the back of the 13, he catches him, and we stay green. I was gonna say he needs a caution, but he doesn't need to be involved in the caution. Even if he got that caution there, he would not have gotten his lucky dog. As Hines goes the second lap down, Shearer the only one on the lead lap. But Godinez Cardulo still hot and heavy up here for the third position. As Godinez holds tight. Up front now, Cortez getting into some lap traffic. And nothing really phasing them now. Valiant falls down to 7/8 of a second behind Cortez. If he's got a chance, it's now or never, really. As Cortez is legging the gap and driving away. "20 laps to go. Cortez opens up over a second advantage. Cortez getting this place nailed down now. But the speeds vary so much here at Bristol. You go from 140 down to 90 in the corners. Even though the high banks let you carry so much speed, it's still a very big difference. Nearly a 40, nearly 50 mile an hour difference as you rip around here. Berger now working his way up the running order, up to 10th, past James Jackson. He's got Dan Park up the road here for 9th. Right here. Godinez, Cardulo, Ben Park now makes the move to the inside. That 23. He's not going to sit behind and watch this. He makes contact with Cardulo. Slide. Sliding is the 23. Sideways was the 23. A catch there for Ben Park. And Godinez still holds suit over Cardulo, slamming the walls. The 71 of Brown. Brown back into the wall. Truitt has to check up for him. And now Truitt, big run up on the inside. No Sotail V's 5. No one making any sudden moves yet. Godinez way up the track. Cardulo sniffs the opening. Truitt gets to the inside of Zala. They flop spots here in the 5th position. Truitt now with the nose ahead into the corner. Truitt trying to wrap that bottom. And Cardulo jumps out as well. Cardulo now drops down to the inside. And he's trying to get something there. Godinez holding strong up on the outside. Zala and Truitt now side by side. Truitt trying to get the advantage there. Zala, a little check up there, trying to avoid Cardulo. But Zala gets back cleared by Truitt. And a caution comes out. Connor Cunningham in trouble. Spencer Brown involved as well. And hold the phone, hold the confetti. We're not done yet here from Thunder Valley. The 8th stoppage in action. This one sees Connor Cunningham and Spencer Brown get together. This one occurs pretty fast here. We'll go up above a Bristol Motor Speedway and see what happened here. Brown hard into the outside wall, and contact is Cunningham trying to work past the lap traffic, and just very... I understand Spencer Brown trying to stay out of the way by staying up on the outside there, but when you're going that speed compared to the other racing speed, it's hard to predict where you're going to meet on the racetrack, and looks like Connor Cunningham gets a little caught out by that as well. I mean, you see Brown way up there. Cunningham even lifts and just catches Spencer Brown at the wrong time. So we'll go back to it. Pit lane is open. Who comes in and who stays out? The 2 leaders are in. As Ben Park, James Jackson, Jackson Wade stay out. Edward Shearer, he's going to have to pit next time around. He's a lucky dog. Valiette down and away. And now Cortez. So this will be intriguing here on the restart. Valiette will be 4th, Cortez 5th. Behind will be Godinez and Cardulo. Zala, Truitt, Dan Park the lead lap. Edward Shearer's the lucky dog. He's back on the lead lap, but he's going to have to start at the tail end of the field. And let's look at it here. This is what we're working with. Ben Park, a race leader, v Season 4 Truck Series champion. Now out of Bird Dog Racing. That title he was with Tank, and now out of Bird Dog Racing, the 23 machine. Ben Park leads this thing here at Bristol. He last pitted on lap 117, 4 tires then. We are working lap now 173. So this is going to be nearly 60 lap old tires. Will they be able to hold up here? James Jackson will be on the inside. Here in Ben Park elects the outside. That's going to put Valiette in a nice spot. But Valiette took 2 tires here. Jackson Wade, no tires, by the way. So James Jackson, Ben Park, Jackson Wade on old 60 lap old tires. Valiette, the first driver off pit lane with 2 tires. Now Godinez is going to have the advantage on the outside. Cortez, the first driver off pit lane with 4 tires. Cortez, Godinez, Zala, Cardullo, Park, Daniel Park, and Logan Truitt. And so for the restart, as the iRacing.com safety vehicle finds its safety down the pit lane, the field in the hands of Ben Park. As they approach the restart zone, racing resumes here from Bristol. As the field stacks up behind James Jackson, Jacob Zala sideways, Joshua Balliet goes around into the heart of the pack. Oh my goodness, the big one here from Bristol. And I saw this one coming. We're gonna go back to the restart here. Catch a little late here. You have to bear with us one more time in that replay. Go back to the restart. And we're just gonna watch up above. As James Jackson, not the best restart as it is, and then gets eaten up here by fresh tires. Jackson weighed all over. Sideways was Godinez. They were 4 wide. They're parking up on top of one another, and slow it down here. As you see Balliet sideways up there. We got a lot to unpack here. We'll let this play out actually first, and then Balliet hits the wall there. A lot to unpack. Take this one from a wider angle. Trying to make something of it. Let's see what happens back here first, and then we'll go take a look at what happened to Balliet. So you see here, everyone kind of turning in on one another, and this is where it all goes down. Sideways is Zala, and then Berger trying to find a way through, gets into Cardullo. Everyone's all over one another here. They're all slipping and sliding and spinning. And then Balliet down the inside also. Big hit here. Big hits up on the top side, Bayer and Daniel Park. See what happened from Balliet's perspective. The old tires, I'm sure, got the best of Balliet. I'm sorry, the 2 tires got the best of Balliet, I'm pretty sure here. We're right on board with the 07. Big run. Sideways there. They tried to send it. Not enough grip. And big hit there. Right on board with Zala. So much going on here. And we get to do it all again. So the field is doubled up and getting ready to go back at it. 13 cars remain on the lead lap. And so for the 9th restart of the day, the iRacing.com safety vehicle is going to make that hard left-hand turn into the safety of pit lane. The field is in the hands of Ben Park, and racing resumes here from Bristol. Overtime from Thunder Valley. And around goes the 7. The caution is going to come out. Zala goes around as well. Big hits in the back for our 10th caution period of the evening. And we'll see what happened here. And going back to the restart. Stack up here, Jackson and Cardullo and Park, and then nowhere to go as Zala gets into the back of Park as well, and get the worst of it. They're just all stacking up on one another, man. Nowhere to go for anyone. Big hits there. Wow. And so here we are, working now our second overtime attempt. Ben Park trying to fend off a hard charging and dominant Vincent Cortez today. Ben Park on 60 lap older tires. Now trying to play the restart games on Vinny. Road 2, we have 4 tires from the 66 of Godinez. And old tires from the 69 of Jackson Wade. Behind them, we have Logan Truitt on fresh tires and James Jackson on old tires. They are all jumbled up. Behind them, it's Beyer and Cardullo on freshies, along with Shearer and Berger making up the top 10. The rest of the lead lap, Cunningham, Daniel Park, and Jacob Zala. Further down the running order, a lap down, we'll find Zachary Hines. Another lap behind, we'll find Troy Techmeyer. Joshua Balliet looks like he suffered some terminal damage in that pit attenuator accident. 4V point leader on the season. Looks like it's going to be an early night here from Thunder Valley. Spencer Brown having a rough night as it is. He's also in the pit lane, getting some heavy duty repair, and they're calling it early at night tonight. Bob Nestor in the 36, Carl Burke in the 53, Curtis McLean in the 25. And so we are doubled up and getting ready to get back to it one more time, potentially. This is our second attempt at overtime. We have 3 attempts total, should we need it. Of course, overtime is, you know, the first lap is a green flag, the second time by is a white flag, and the third time by is a checkered flag. They were also called green-white checkers for that reason. If we can make it back to the white, this race is official. If we can't make it back to the white before caution, we will re-rack them and try it again. And so we'll try again as we do the iRacing.com safety vehicle. Finds its safety down to pit lane. Ben Park, Vincent Cortez, green flag back in the air. Big run there as Cortez gets the wall, tries to send it to the inside of Ben. Pounding the wall behind as Jackson Wade side by side. White flag in the air one more time around. Big hit there for Jackson Wade in the back. Cortez takes the lead. Massive accident on the front straightaway. They're wrecking again, but it's all happening behind the 20 of Vincent Cortez. On his return to SRN, Vincent Cortez dominates and wins here in Bristol. Vincent Cortez, the driver tonight, sitting in ThermoPro Series victory lane. With reason to celebrate. Here he goes. Oh no, and he has to push Cardullo across the stripe. Can he get there? I don't know if that was too late, but Cardullo does get to cross the stripe there, and Cortez gets to do some more donuts. A well-deserved victory there for the 20 of Vincent Cortez. 2 weeks in a row, a driver makes their return to Speed Racing Network competition, and 2 weeks in a row, they go to victory lane. And so Vincent Cortez with reason to celebrate here in Thunder Valley. And he'll bring it to a halt here on the front straightaway. We'll get to talk to our race winner, driver of the number 20 machine tonight for Tank Racing, Vincent Cortez. Just like 2 weeks ago, Ed makes his return to SRN. He gets it done, puts in the victory lane. You do the same tonight. Dominant performance out there on the concrete high ranks of Bristol. How about it, Vinny? And I was there. Heck yeah, Vinny, it's been a little bit for you. You have not ran full time in quite a bit. With this win, does this kind of change your mind? Are you then like trying to seek maybe a full time rest of the season for yourself, or how about it? We shall see. If you do decide to join us next week, we're going road racing up in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Road America is up next. Should we see you then? How do you think you'll do?
Now for sure, Balia, he's going to be super fast there. So we'll see. That's a very tough track, and it's going to be tough.
And apologies, I just caught it. Looks like we had some audio issues. So just one more time, how about it? Returning back to SRN after some time off and getting a dominant victory here at Bristol.
Yeah, no, it feels good. It's just like old times, way back season 2 and season 3 and all of them.
Well, Vinny, congratulations again on the dominant victory here at Bristol. Again, class of the field. Once you were up front, no one was taking it from you. Congratulations. And best luck to you should you join us in a future race.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And that was race winner, driver of the number 20 machine, Vincent Cortez. As behind him, they were ripping and wrecking back to the checkers. Not sure who was going to come out on top. And we will get back to it here with our second place finisher here out of the 20 machine. Sorry, the 23 machine. We'll have Ben Park joining us. And Ben, the old tire strategy there nearly worked out for you. Just a couple crazy restarts there. What more could you have done differently?
Well, I don't know about old tire strategy. I just didn't have any tires left when they pit on that last caution. So I had to stay out, and it did work out. I got to second, but it's crazy. Bristol's crazy. Leads to some crazy stuff. I barely beat Dylan too. That was tight.
Very, very chaotic race, chaotic ending there. How'd you get up into the position then with no tires late in this race? Did you need to take tires the points you did throughout the race, or how did it play out for you in that regard?
No, so I pit on like lap 25 and took tires, and that was a mistake. So I pit again after the stage, and then when everybody else did that last time, I didn't have any tires left.
I see. Well, Ben, still able to, again, get some net track position there. Very good result in that regard for yourself. Coming up next is Road America. Getting ready to do some road racing. How about it?
It's a big oof from me.
Goodness gracious.
Probably won't be interviewing me next week.
Well, Ben, nonetheless, you're getting interviewed tonight. Congratulations on the podium, the second place finish tonight. And yeah, man, best luck to you the rest of the season.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. I got to thank you guys for putting on the show every week. It's awesome. I got to thank everybody at home watching. Without them, we can't do this.
Absolutely. There you go. Well, Ben, it was a very hard fought second place finish there, those final restarts. But you edge out that second place finish, man. Congratulations and best luck to you.
Thank you.
That was our second place finisher, driver of the number 22, Benjamin Park. And now we have our third podium finisher tonight, driver of the number 66, Dylan Godinez. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a minute since I've heard your voice. I'm excited to hear what you feel from this third place finish tonight. Very chaotic race out there, but you were up inside the top 10 most of the day, and it pays off here with some late race luck bouncing your way.
Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. I'm glad to be up here. I'm glad to be, participating in this series. I was doing a fill-in for my good friend Jonathan Bayer in the 66. I'm normally in the truck series, but got the chance to run at Bristol, and I'm pretty happy, man. I'm excited.
Got yourself a good little result here. I don't know if this influences your decision if you're going to try to make a full-time crack at this series now with some points now to your side, or if you're going to just try to continue to keep running this part-time schedule. But Dylan, you've shown some nice speed here in the recent weeks here, and a lot of top 10 pace, and I mean, getting yourself a podium here. You're stringing together some runs.
Yeah, man, it feels great. I haven't had much luck in the truck series. DG Motorsports, we've been struggling this season, but there's been talks. We've been thinking about moving up, and SRN has given us a good platform to showcase our skills and stuff like that. So obviously, I do like getting these results, and it's fun for everybody at home that follows along, and all the fans of DGM and JBR that watch these races. It's fun to give them a show. So you never know, you might see me here in the future some more.
I was going to say, I'm not sure if you know the rest of your schedule should you stay part-time, but if you do end up joining us next week, we are road racing up in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. How about it? What do you think about your chances there?
I haven't had much luck in the past, but I've definitely been taking some more time to work on my driving skill as an individual. Working on footwork, shifting, actually understanding the fundamentals of what it takes to win these races and how much strategy actually plays into sim racing. But I'm looking forward to some more races, and I think I might give it a shot.
Well, there you go, Dylan. Congratulations on a hard-fought third-place finish there at the end. And I know you just came up short for that second-place finish, but how about that? Those last few restarts that run to the line.
It made it fun. One thing I like about SRN and these higher series is everybody does have respect. You can see it in the driving style with other drivers. We all want to have fun. We all want to race, and we want to race clean. So, it was really fun. You can't really ask for much more at Bristol than a finish like that.
Absolutely, Dylan. Well, congratulations then on the podium finish tonight, and best luck to you in your next run with us. And as you continue to work on your truck series program, best luck to you there as well.
Thank you. See you again soon.
Absolutely. And so that was our third place finisher tonight, driver of the number 66 of Dylan Godinez. So that is our podium finishers tonight. We'll take a look now at our race results. They'll be up on the screen. And we still have some craziness to debrief here from Bristol. But there is your top 18. Vincent Cortez return to Speed Racing Network competition. He gets it done tonight with the victory. It's Ben Park finishing second. Dylan Godinez finishes third. And Logan Truitt finishes fourth. Jonathan Byer, top five. Nice little three Jonathan Byer drivers in a row for the team points there. Finishing sixth is Seth Berger. Seventh is Jackson Wade. Then finishing eighth is Connor Cunningham. Finishing ninth, then Edward Shearer, last week's winner. Still notches out a lead lap finish. Coming home in 10th, one lap off the pace is Landon Cardula. Did not get across the line there, but you saw in spirit he did get that lead lap finish. Daniel Park will finish 11th, one lap off the pace. James Jackson in 12th. Zachary Hines then in 13th. Jacob Zala will round out. Will be 3 laps down there in the 14th position. Troy Techmeyer finishes 5 laps off the pace there in 15th. Balliet had some terminal engine damage there after his hard-fought try to catch there. He hits a pit attenuator. He finishes 16th. Spencer Brown then will be 17th, 21 laps off the pace. And then the early exit tonight, Bob Nestor, 55 down in 18th. Carl Burke, 166 laps down in 19th. And Curtis McLean, 176 laps down in 20th. And so that is how they all came to the checkers on paper. See how they all did it. Actually, this was something else. We're gonna have some replays here and see just the chaos that ensued behind. James Jackson had some big hits, and I'm gonna take a look at this. So here it is off the corner. Big hit there for James Jackson. He catches the The end of the safer barrier. Daniel Park nowhere to go. Big hit there for Jacob Zala. Edward Shearer. It's turned there as well, and they weren't done yet, man. There was some big hits going up. There's some more big hits on the restart. We'll go back to the restart then. Oh, no, more hits there. It's Cardulo. Big hit there with Jackson, and the engine goes. Cardulo tried to bring it home there. That's why Cardulo was not able to cross the line. My goodness. That's unfortunate. Back to the restart then. See what happened. All crazy. Cortez leaning on that 23 machine to try to get the best time start. That might have done it right there. Just staying that close to Ben. I know Vinny had fresh tires. We'll see here. Little bit of chaos in the back on this restart. As they go wrecking back here. We're all good. It was all off of turn 4. To see again James Jackson and Edward Shearer and Atlantic Cardulo. Big hit there. Big hit there. Oh my goodness. Right, Techmeyer, big hit, and then Connor Cunningham, big hit there, and then Wade gets into Cardulo and another slam. Just everyone wrecking on that last lap. It's all Vincent Cortez bringing it home. And so with that, that'll do it for us here from Bristol Motor Speedway. I want to thank you all for tuning in and joining us for tonight's broadcast. We hope you enjoyed tonight's action. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our partners here at Speed Racing Network. Of course, a huge shout out to Glitch for hosting our Tuesday night series. And make sure for Glitch you use code SRN10 for 10% off of your Glitch products. For ThermoPro, make sure you use code ThermoPro for 15% off of your ThermoPro products. Of course, you know, meat thermometers and all that jazz, and other cooking supplies and utensils waiting for you at ThermoPro. For Admin Box, they've been on your screen all evening long, and of course, they're starting a great presentation presented by Admin Box. Make sure you use code SRN-BOXX for 10% off of your Admin Box purchases. That's SRN-Box. If you're watching on YouTube, you can become a Speed Racing Network Premium member today. For $4.99 a month, you can get access to the Speed Racing Network Premium membership program. Get access to loyalty badges, custom emojis, exclusive wallpapers and photos, early access to new content, member shoutouts, members only live chats, and priority reply to comments. So join today. Again, you can become a Speed Racing Network Premium member today for $4.99 a month by hitting that blue join button next to our subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And while you're there, guys, if you see that big red subscribe button, go ahead and click it and make it gray and say subscribe in past tense. Help us reach our subscription goal here at Speed Racing Network. We would greatly appreciate it as we continue to strive for excellence here at Speed Racing Network. A shout out to all of our social media outlets, our Facebook page at facebook.com/Speed Racing Network, our X page at Speed Racing Net, our Instagram at Speed Racing Network, our YouTube at youtube.com/Speed Racing Network, our Twitch at twitch.tv/Speed Racing Net, our LinkedIn at linkedin.com/company/Speed Racing Network, and our website where you can keep up with everything SRN at speedracingnetwork.com. That'll do it from Las Vegas. I'm sorry, that'll do it from Bristol. I said Las Vegas was last week. That'll do it for us here from Thunder Valley here in Bristol, Tennessee. Thank you all so much for tuning in and joining us for tonight's action, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. For all at Speed Racing Network, I am Emerson Arden. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time out. Either for the Glitch Trucks taking battle at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, or next time out for the ThermoPro Series heading to Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America.